In the previous lecture, we have seen the different collection methods, different factors affecting the methods of collection. Types of collection that include municipal collection services. In that, I have studied from the residential buildings how the solid waste is collected by different methods near to the curb, alley line, set out and set back, backyard collection. These are the methods of collection in residential buildings, in commercial buildings and industrial buildings where waste is collected in large quantity. For that, large movable and stationary containers are used. Large stationary compactors are used. That is shown in these images. The waste carrying vehicles and containers. Biomedical waste carrying vehicle. This green color and blue color indicate the containers for carrying the waste. The waste carrying vehicle. These are the bags and boxes for collection of the waste. In composting method, we have seen these three methods. Composting by trenching, open windrow composting, mechanical composting. कंपोस्टिंग झालंय त्यानंतर इन्सिनरेशन झालंय का? Now second method is incineration. The treatment and disposal of solid waste, which include composting, incineration, landfilling, pyrolysis, and recycling. The composting आपण पाहिलंय. Incineration method. Incineration म्हणजे काय? Incinerationचा काय अर्थ होतो? जाळणे. Burning is done. Combustion, in this process it includes combustion of the organic substances, the organic waste which are generated from the residential houses and industrial buildings. That organic substances that they are burned into the incinerator. Incinerator used for this process. ज्यामध्ये काय करतात? बर्निंग केले जाते. वेस्ट आर बर्न into the incinerator. Incinerator म्हणजे काय? The equipment that are burned into that chamber. That equipment which is used that are called incinerators. Incineration of the waste material that is converted into the ash after burning. What it forms, the final product, that is ash, which is formed, flue gas and heat. Steam is generated. त्याला काय म्हणायचं? थर्मल ट्रीटमेंट, थर्मल पॉवर. थर्मल म्हणजे काय? हीट. Heating treatment is given. At a high temperature, the waste is burned. This process of this thermal treatment. This thermal treatment is mixed and unrecyclable municipal solid waste which is dumped here. डम्पिंग केल्यानंतर इथून जे वेस्ट आहे इथून हा इथून वेस्ट जे आहे इथून या चेंबर मध्ये जाते हैं. Soil waste is collected in this combustion chamber. हे बघा ग्रीन कलर मध्ये हे वेस्ट इथे जमा झालेलं आहे. इथून हे या चेंबर मधनं हे आत टाकलं जातं या चेंबर मध्ये combustion chamber in which the waste is heated at a temperature of more than 850 degrees Celsius. The combustion केलं जातं. Excess air या combustion chamber मध्ये heat which is generated. That is shown by here. तो टेम्परेचर किती अप्लाय केलं जातं. टेम्परेचर किती ठेवलं जातं 850 डिग्री सेल्सिअस. During this combustion heating of the solid waste इथे solid waste इथे टाकलेलं आहे. इथून आतमध्ये जात आहे. कंबशन झाल्यानंतर बर्न झाल्यानंतर काय होईल कशामध्ये रूपांतर होईल राखेमध्ये रूपांतर होईल. Ash that is deposited at the base, that is removed from this pipe. It is collected and recycled. Metal and materials that are recycled and reused. आणि हीट जनरेटर झालं तिथं वाफ होतं. ते वाफ जे आहे इथून ते बाहेर काढलं जातं. स्टीम सगळ्या स्टीम पाईप स्टीम कलेक्ट केलं जातं. जे वाफ आहे ते वाफेचं रूपांतर कशामध्ये होतं ते या स्टीम हाऊस मध्ये ते जे स्टीम आहे तिथून हे बाहेर पडतं. स्टीम हाऊस मधनं तिथं स्टीम टर्बाईन आहे. स्टीम टर्बाईन हे रोटेट झाल्यानंतर त्यामधनं काय दॅट वेपर after generation of the vapor steam, that steam energy is converted into electricity. Heat and electricity they generate होते. इथून बॉयलर मधनं परत ते जे गॅसेस आहेत एक्झॉस्ट गॅसेस इथने बाहेर पडतात. या बॉयलर मधनं या पाईप मधनं जे एक्झॉस्ट गॅस आहे ते इथून या ऑपर मधनं पुढे एक्झॉस्ट गॅस क्लिनिंग युनिट मधनं हे क्लीन होतं. क्लीन झाल्यानंतर जे फ्लायश त्यामधनं जे फ्लायश आहे ते जमा केलं जातं या ऑपर मध्ये. फ्लायश is collected here, and from this again that clean exhaust gas that is released from this chimney मधनं ते large vertical structure which is constructed to release the gases. चिमनी ते इथून एक गॅस exhaust gases बाहेर पडतात. Fly ash after processing it is carried to landfilling साठी नेलं जातं. In this way the waste which is collected is burned into this combustion chamber. पूर्णपणे ते बर्न केलं जातं. तुम्हाला प्रोसेस इथून हे वेस्ट इथून आतमध्ये बर्निंग साठी पाठवलं जातं. It's burned at a temperature of 850 degrees Celsius. The ash which is formed, that is taken out, bottom ash, that is reused and recycled. Metals and materials are extracted. Again, hot exhaust gas which is released from this boiler and is taken out to this boiler unit and is taken to the chimney. Exhaust gas are released from the chimney and steam from this, the steam which is generated, that is taken out into this steam house and electricity is generated. And from this exhaust gas, the fly ash which is generated, that is taken to the fly ash processing and it is used for landfilling purpose. In this way, this process that will uh, that will continue. In this way, this incineration is done in this various units. Therefore, this incineration it will require more units. Therefore, it will be initial cost will be more to install this machineries, equipment, and large area is required. Therefore, it is costlier. Similar process, incineration process. So, what are the points are considered in this incineration process? That the solid waste should be supplied in the combustion chamber. It should be continuous, should be continuously supplied, and it should be the waste should be proper mixed with the fuel for complete combustion. It is a complete combustion व्हायला पाहिजे. अर्धवट जर ते जळालं त्यामुळे काय होईल, एअर पोल्युशन होईल. It will mix with the air and it will release the gases and it will be harmful to the environment and the society. And temperature which is maintained, it should be above 850 degrees Celsius temperature and it should not be less than 670 degrees Celsius. यामध्ये advantages काय आहेत? It is most hygienic method. Why it is hygienic? Because all the waste is burned. जे काही मटेरियल आहे, ऑर्गॅनिक वेस्ट असेल, कंबस्टिबल मटेरियल असेल, बायोडिग्रेडेबल, नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल, हॅझार्डस वेस्ट, ते पूर्णपणे काय होतं, जळून जातं. त्यामध्ये जे काही बॅक्टेरिया आहे, पॅथोजेनिक बॅक्टेरिया, it is completely destroyed. Therefore, it improves the hygienic environment, hygienic condition can be maintained. जे काही गॅसेस फॉर्म होतात ते सुद्धा पूर्णपणे जे गॅसेस ऑर्डर्स दॅट विल बी रिमूव्ड. ज्यादा ऍडव्हान्टेजेस, हीट जनरेटेड, जे हीट जनरेट झालेलं आहे त्याचा आपण स्टीम पॉवर म्हणून यूज करतो. दॅट इज यूज फॉर जनरेशन ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. Okay. Then clinkers which are formed after heating. Heating केल्यानंतर ते त्याचं ऍश फॉर्म मध्ये ते खाली त्याचा थर जमा होतो. ऍश फॉर्म किंवा एखादं हेवी मेटल असेल, प्लास्टिक असेल, प्लास्टिक झाल्यानंतर त्याचं काय होतं, plastic or any other material, wood, clinkers are formed, hard material is formed. So that may be used for road construction. जसं road construction मध्ये आपण काय यूज करतो, aggregates, tar, bitumen, that is used for road construction. And it is required, less space is required For this unit, for installation of these units, adverse weather condition has no effect. Weather condition with climate effect होत नाही. There's no effect on the climate, no air pollution, or any release of gases that will not affect to the environment. These are the advantages. तुम्हाला advantages disadvantages काय? Initial expenditure is high. पहिल्यांदा सगळे युनिट्स बसवण्यासाठी इन्स्टॉल करण्यासाठी large expenditure is required for installation of the combustion chamber, for transportation of the solid waste. ते काय काय लागतं बघा. Vehicles for carrying the solid waste. Large vehicles are required. Okay. Vehicles are required for transportation. Transportation cost will increase. For installation of the machineries, heating unit, त्यासाठी cost जास्त लागणार आहे. Steam power, steam house, त्यासाठी cost जास्त लागेल. Generation of the electricity, steam turbine is required. Boiler unit is required. Exhaust gas cleaning unit is required. Chimney, there's a construction करण्यासाठी there's a cost. Initial cost is required, will be more for construction of the chimneys. For collection of the fly ash, again we require the transporting vehicles. For landfilling करण्यासाठी त्याचं cost वेगळं. Material reuse and recycle करण्यासाठी त्याचे त्याचं वेगळं cost आहे. The initial investment will be more. Second is one of the disadvantage. Second disadvantage क्या है? Incomplete combustion will increase the air pollution. पूर्णपणे जे combustion आहे, solid waste combustion केल्यानंतर should be completely burned. Complete जर burn झालं तर काय? You should not release any gases. If it is incomplete, then there may be chances of air pollution. It will spread the bad odor or any spreading of diseases, etc. That will be harmful to the environment and the society. And this is one of the disadvantages. Residue is required to be disposed, which require money. जे रेसिड्यूज आहेत त्या डायग्राम मध्ये दाखवले पहा. रेसिड्यू जे फ्लाय ॲश आहे ते कॅरी करण्यासाठी ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट व्हेकल्स लागतात. त्यामुळे काय कॉस्ट वाढेल. Therefore, it will increase the transportation cost. Large number of vehicles are required for the movement of the waste, fly ash. Therefore, transportation cost will increase. These are the disadvantages. This is one of the treatment method, incineration. समजला incineration method? And the next method is land filling. The land filling method, which is one of the oldest method, in which the waste is buried into the ground in the trenches. जसं आपण कंपोस्टिंग मध्ये ते वेस्ट ट्रेंचेस मध्ये पण लेअर बाय लेअर डिपॉझिट करून ते काय करतात कव्हर केले जातात. इन दिस ऑल्सो ऑन द लँडफिल साइड, जिथे लँडफिल आहे, ट्रेंच आहे, त्या ठिकाणी जे ट्रॅश आहे, रिफ्यूज आहे, गार्बेज ते डम्प केले जातात. And it is laid in a layer. So in many countries all over the world, this oldest method of treatment is used. Nowadays we use the modern methods of treatment of waste. The dumping is done with the layers of 1 to 2 meter depth. Layer is covered with soil with 20 centimeter thickness. त्यावर सॉइलचं लेअर टाकलं जातं. तिथे पहा 1 to 2 मीटर पर्यंत जे वेस्ट इथे डम्प केले जाते त्यावर सॉइल लेअर इज डम्प, परत त्यावर सॉलिड वेस्ट इज डिपॉझिटेड. इट इज लेड इन लेयर्स. This is a modern landfilling. मॉडर्न मेथड आहे लँडफिलिंग. ओल्डेस्ट मेथड मध्ये काय, फक्त जर ट्रेनच्या त्या ठिकाणी सॉलिड वेस्ट काय केलं जातं, डम्प केलं जातं, जे गार्बेज आहे, आणि त्यावरनं मातीने ते झाकलं जातं. पण त्यामध्ये मिथेन गॅसचं पाईप ते इन्स्टॉल केलेलं नसतं. लिचेड पाईप किंवा हे लायनर, लँडफिल लायनर जे केलेलं आहे, किंवा हे जे ॲक्युफर आहे, वेल आहे, ते त्यामध्ये केलेलं नसतं. मॉडर्न लँडफिल मध्ये सगळे पाईप युनिट ते बसवलेले आहेत. त्या मॉडर्न लँडफिल मध्ये काय काय this, the trench is made in the ground. Lining is done. Liners are on the sides of this trench. त्याला काय म्हणतात, लँडफिल लायनर. तर लाइनिंग केल्यानंतर त्यामध्ये हे ट्रॅश जे आहे, जे ऑर्गॅनिक वेस्ट असेल, जे सॉलिड वेस्ट असेल, ते इथे डम्प केलं जातं. त्या ग्रीन कलर मध्ये दाखवले पहा वेस्ट. ते खाली एक पाईप आहे, खाली पाईप बसवलेला आहे, लिचेट ट्रीटमेंट सिस्टीम. इथून हे लिचेट म्हणजे काय, लिक्विड वेस्ट that is carried from this pipe, that is taken out to लिचेट ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस साठी हे पाईपनी पंप बसवले. ते पंप काय कॅरी करतात, लिचेट. ते या लिचेट युनिट मध्ये ते जमा होतं आणि त्यावर ते ट्रीटमेंट केलं जातं. त्यानंतर हे काय, लिचेट ट्रीटमेंट युनिट. आणि जे सॉलिड वेस्ट आहे, आफ्टर डिकम्पोजिशन, जे मध्ये एक पाईप बसवलेले आहे, मिथेन गॅस रिकव्हरी सिस्टीम. आफ्टर डिकम्पोजिशन ऑफ दी सॉलिड वेस्ट, आफ्टर 3 to 6 months, आफ्टर डिकम्पोजिशन, इथून जे गॅसेस फॉर्म होतात त्यामध्ये ते वरनं एक कॅप, क्ले कॅप दिलेला आहे, मातीचा जो क्ले पार्टिकल्स आहेत, क्ले सॉइल आहे, ते वरनं ते झाकलेलं आहे, इथून पूर्णपणे झाकून घेतलेलं. तर मिथेन गॅस जे आहे इथून या पाईप मधनं बाहेर पडतं. आणि ते मिथेन गॅस कशासाठी वापरतात, यूज ॲज अ घरगुती गॅस मध्ये आपण जे गॅस वापरतो त्यासाठी, फॉर कुकिंग पर्पज, दॅट gas, methane gas, which is generated from this landfill, that gas is used for our for the cooking purpose. That gas is used, methane gas, that is released from this pipe. And to observe the water level, the aquifer दिलेला आहे, खाली ॲक्विफर आहे. त्याचे ते वॉटर लेवल आहे that is observed from this well to monitor ground water. जे ग्राउंड वॉटर इथपर्यंत आहे. ओके, त्याच्यावर जाऊ नये. वॉटर लेवल शुड नॉट कम इन कॉन्टॅक्ट विथ दिस लँडफिल. म्हणजे बेसच्या खाली असायला पाहिजे. should not mix, otherwise it will mix with the solid waste. Okay, समजला लँडफिलिंग मेथड. What are the advantages of this landfilling method? Advantages काय? The simple method than incineration. No costly plants are required. Only you have to excavate the trench. In that you have to place all these pipes, methane gas pipe, leachate system that you have to install, leachate treatment unit where you have to take. No residues or byproducts need to be disposed. जसं incineration method मध्ये जे byproducts असतात ash that are need to be disposed of. त्यामध्ये कुठलेही रेसिड्यू जमा होत नाही, बाय प्रोडक्ट जमा होत नाही. Therefore it need not to be treated or disposed of. Separation not required. Material जे separation है, ये solid waste it will not be separated. Separation is not required. Unused land can be used. जे unused land है, that can be used for the landfilling purpose. Methane gas can be used for as fuel in the cooking purpose, that it is used as a fuel. Methane gas for fuel purpose that is used. These are the advantages. Disadvantages क्या है? Large land is required. डंप करण्या सॉलिड वेस्ट डंप करण्यासाठी large area लागेल. Land area will be required, will be large, and dumping site may not be available. जे डंप करण्यासाठी जे dumping site लागतात, so it will be available at the far from the villages or towns. So therefore transportation costs will increase. This is one of the disadvantage. Order problem will create. तर डम्पिंग केल्यानंतर त्यामध्ये मिथेन गॅस बाहेर पडतात. त्यामुळे काय it will spread in the society, in the nearby houses where it is landfilling is done. There will be chances of spreading diseases, spreading in the environment. It will pollute the air. Air pollution may take place. Or due to leachate, what happens? It will create water pollution. Some insecticides are required. And methane gas should be collected properly, otherwise it may burn or it may create the health related problems, greenhouse gas problems that may created. These are the disadvantages. तुम्हाला advantage disadvantage काय landfilling चे, landfilling method चे? अटेंडेंस दिले का? Next is pyrolysis. This heating is done. Heating of the solid waste at very high temperature in the absence of air. In the absence of air, the solid waste is heated at high temperature, about 500 degrees. काय केलं जातं? Heat केलं जातं. And it forms the byproducts. The byproducts मध्ये after heating, the fuel is generated: gas, liquid, charcoal. Char, fuel, that is used as a fuel. Stars, H2CH4. See this process is a feedstock that is shown by this color, orange color. Feedstock दिलेला आहे ऑरेंज कलर इथे. कुठे? इथून जे सॉलिड वेस्ट आहे, इथून या feedstock मधनं या चेंबर मध्ये टाकलं जातं. तर इथून जे बॉईल ऑइल आहे, oil pyrolysis after reaction, oil pyrolysis reactors, from which recycled gases are taken out, that is shown by this blue color here. आणि ते जे after combustion, the burner इथे दाखवलं, burning of the solid waste, it is burned into this chamber, and the oil which is formed, that is taken out. Cyclones or char collection is made in this chamber, that is shown by this black color. This black color indicates charcoal. The fuel म्हणून यूज केलं जातं. आणि ते quench liquid that is formed, shown by this purple color, and it is taken to this bio oil storage system, that is used as a fuel. This is a quench system. So in this process समजला, जे feedstock आहे इथून सॉलिड वेस्ट या ऑफर मध्ये येते, तर त्याचं सॉलिड वेस्ट बर्निंग केलं जातं. इट इज हिटेड ॲट द टेम्परेचर ऑफ, किती आहे टेम्परेचर? Heated at a temperature of about 500 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius. त्या टेम्परेचर ते हीट केलं जातं. हिटिंग केल्यानंतर त्यामधनं ते पुढे चार कलेक्शन केले जातात. Charcoal is collected, and the bio oil that is collected in this bio oil storage unit, the quench system, and recycled gas that is taken out. This is a recycled gas. Okay. So from this process, which byproduct is collected? Gas, recycled gas, liquid, bio oil, liquid, charcoal, char. These are byproducts after this process that is obtained after the this heating process. These byproducts are that are taken out. Then the next method is recycling. Last method. The raw material solid waste is recycled after processing on the solid waste that are treatment is given, or after processing, new products are that are taken out. Reduce the consumption of the fresh raw material after recycling. What it reduces the air pollution त्यामुळे कमी होईल. Water pollution होणार नाही. From the land filling, water pollution that may occur. From incineration, air pollution that may occur. The air pollution त्या recycling त्यामुळे काय होईल, कमी होईल. It also reduces the energy usage. Consumption of the fresh raw material that can be reduced. These are the advantages. Advantages of the recycling. So this is the third component in this hierarchy of the waste, solid waste management. Third number क्या है? This first is reducing, reusing, and recycling. Second number, this is third number is recycle. Third number क्या है? Recycling. In the hierarchy of this solid waste management, recycling is the third stage, third component. Yeah, in this recycling process, recyclable materials that are used, त्यामुळे काय येणार? Glass bottles असतील of different kinds, papers, newspapers, or other waste papers that are used, metals त्यामध्ये काय येणार? Iron, steel, copper, aluminum, brass, etc. That materials are taken out. Plastic bottles, plastic articles, carry bags, plastic bins, etc. Textile मध्ये clothes, fabrics, yarn that are used. Electronic equipment, electronic switches म्हणा, electronic boards, or any broken electronic materials that are used, that are recycled. And biodegradable waste which are not used, so biodegradable waste that are not considered in this process. In this recycling, after separation of the waste, they are brought to the collection center. एका ठिकाणी ते waste collect केलं जातं आणि that recycled waste that are cleaned, sorted out, that are separated, like glass is separated, paper is separated, metals are separated, plastics, textile material, electronic equipment that are sorted, and that materials are cleaned and reprocessed into new material. The waste recycling process is shown here. This image recycling process. This is central part. देखा है? Residential houses from which solid waste is collected, from the industrial building, commercial building. बा इथे हा सेंट्रल युनिट आहे. इथून cardboard and paper waste that is collected in the container. Cardboards म्हणजे boxes असतील, paper waste असेल, newspapers that are collected here in the container. जे आपण collection method मध्ये पाहिले, containers are used and they are recycled. परत त्याचं recycling करून recycled paper तयार केले जातात. मग इथे recycled papers are that are process. After processing, the recycled papers are uh, formed. The next ash after combustion, ash is formed. The ash काय use केलं जातं after processing. They are used as a in a construction industries for making different building materials. ते fly ash म्हणून use करतो आपण. Construction मध्ये use करतो आपण. In the construction industry, the ash is used. Flash bricks त्याचा यूज केला जातं. त्यानंतर इकडे वेस्ट यार्न, जे यार्न आहे फायबर्स आहे, हे जे बंडल्स असतात, दोरी असतात, वेस्ट यार्न असेल, क्लोथ्स असतील, त्याचं काय यूज करतात फॉर मेकिंग कार्पेट, अंडरले कार्पेट, जे मॅट, चटई, त्यासाठी ते यूज करतात फॉर मेकिंग द कार्पेट्स. त्यानंतर हियर एक्सट्रुशन अँड बॅकिंग ऑफ कट्स वेस्ट, जे प्लास्टिक मटेरियल आहे त्यावर प्रोसेसिंग करून काय बनवलं जातं, प्लास्टिक चेअर्स, प्लास्टिक टेबल that are recycled. After processing, recycling, plastic tables and plastic chairs are that are manufactured. In carpet waste असेल, cutouts, rejects, जे कार्पेट वेस्ट असतात त्यामधून काय बनवलं, रिसायकलिंग करून काय बनवलं जातं, रग्स, लो कॉस्ट रग्स that are formed. तुम्हाला इथपर्यंत in this way this waste is recycled after processing, cleaning, sorting. The final product which is recycled in the form of recycled paper, low cost housing purpose, which is used as a building material, carpet underlay purpose, plastic table for manufacturing of the plastic tables and chairs, low cost rugs. In this way, this recycling waste is recycled. समजलं इथपर्यंत? Any difficulty, please ask. Treatment methods and disposal of solid waste. We have seen composting, incineration, landfilling, pyrolysis and recycling. These are the treatment methods and disposal methods of solid waste. So any one method in the exam, it may ask composting. You have to write in detail with a sketch what is composting, the procedure काय, process काय ते लिहायचं आहे. Incineration, landfilling, pyrolysis, recycling, that you should write in detail. For this, any one method that can be asked for exam for 4 to 6 marks. Okay. Next lecture we'll see the remaining content. Here we will stop. If any doubt is there or any problems, you can ask. Okay. The pages page circulate केले का? कोणाला दिलं पेज? बरं. ठीक आहे. नंतर लावा पेज फाईल दिल्यानंतर मार्क करा. PYP. Yeah. Give the attendance. Roll number सांगा. 24, 12, 31, 27. Next. 18, 23, 5, 9, 10, 4, 29, 6, 11, 25.